there, mortals. I am Yinsen, and don't worry, I know exactly why you're at this video. I wrote the title. You want to know how to solo the Eyeless Dogs. Well, I don't have 3 tips for you. I don't have 5 tips for you. I don't have any sort of list. I have one end-all tip on how to beat the Eyeless Dogs. Now, at the time of me recording this information is not really anywhere to be found. I found this just by fiddling around in my game. It's certainly not listed on the Lethal Company wiki, and as far as I know, I'm the first person to come up with this, so I'm going to take full credit. Number 1. Anyway, this tip is not only the best tip that you could possibly have for getting around the Eyeless Dogs, but it's also free. It does not require any loot or items, and anybody can do it with any skill level. It just takes a little bit of fiddling around with your fingers. So first off, let's demonstrate. I'll open my Game Master mod right here, and I will spawn in an Eyeless Dog. Now, I'm not actually allowed to talk that much because otherwise it'll hear me, and then it'll come after me. So future Yinsen is probably going to have to narrate over this gameplay. So I know I made it seem like a big, well-guarded secret, but the method is actually really simple, and you'll see it in just a moment. Essentially, what you want to do is move in a direction, it doesn't really matter how fast you're going, and take your hand off of your mouse and mash on the rightmost control button on your keyboard. And what this essentially does is it cancels the sound that comes out when we move around, our footsteps. Now we can actually exploit this further by allowing an Eyeless Dog to hear our first few footsteps while we kind of crouch sprint away from that location, knowing that the Eyeless Dog is going to investigate that while we are glitching to safety. Okay, so there we go. You saw that I did in fact lure it over by intentionally making noise, and you saw that my technique does in fact work. So, why don't we spawn a couple more of these bad boys, huh? I haven't officially named this method yet, but I'm leaning into either step cancelling or sound bagging, which is like a mix between sound muffling and teabagging, which is exactly how to do the method. Let me know which one you like better in the comments below. There are also 2 things to be very wary of when you're using this method, with the first being that you should never stop mashing the control button, even to reposition your mouse, and especially when you're still moving. If you keep moving when you stop mashing control and you're standing, the dogs will pile up on you because they've heard your footsteps. 2 is how hard you're hitting the control key while you're actually doing this. You don't actually need to tap it that quickly, and hitting it too quickly and loudly might generate noise through your microphone, which will get you killed. Ah, damn it, he got me! I also learned that there's a ladder right over here so you can get onto the top of the ship, so that you don't get got by Eyeless Dogs while you're waiting in the ship, because they can enter the ship, which is truly revolting, but so is the strategy. Okay, let's make this one an actual challenge, shall we? Don't worry, future Yinsen is still here to fill the silence by reacting to content I filmed yesterday. I just have one more tip to really master this technique, and that's that no matter which direction you move in Lethal Company, you don't lose velocity speed. This means that you can use my... Oh, would you look at that, I'm signaling that I'm going to go around the horde of dogs. Real big brain 200 IQ move there, Yinsen. Anyway, this means that you can use my technique to get away from sandworms as well, which you usually have to sprint away from. Being able to do so quietly really increases your odds of survival, since the Eyeless Dogs and sandworms very commonly spawn together. So the only question left unanswered in this video is what's going on with my hair? I might have been going for a sort of sexy rooster vibe or a sexy ice cream. Whatever it is, I'm definitely looking like a sexy something. Wait, did I just thirst trap myself? Okay, we're out of earshot of those dogs. Those idiot dogs, I baited all of them to the ship on purpose. And now we get to reap the benefits of our intellect by coming up here and using this ladder. Okay, let's go in, we'll get a little bit of loot. A V-type engine? I don't mind if I do. You idiots! Everybody gather at my feet so I can tease you! You're all stupid! You stupid dogs! You all look like Venus flytraps! Look at this mosh pit.
No, I want to see you mother lovers! Get down in the pit! I want to see you throw hands! Are you ready? Yeah.
I've also just learned something about their listening abilities. They can hear high frequencies pretty well, but apparently they can't hear low frequencies that well. Right, is that Quota? Okay, let's go get Quota. Wait, why is my character not making sound? Have I bugged it out? Yeah, I bugged it out! Okay, so, I've just learned that the more you do this little cheaty exploit, the more you're rewarded. There are literally more rewards for doing it than not. Okay, nothing down here. I think we just go back to the entrance, we grab that V-type engine, and then we leave. Right? There we go. We've got 24 kilos on us. Let's open this goddamn pit up! Did your vape just die? Did you open up your banking app only to find that Netflix increased its prices for the second time in a year? Did your girlfriend just come home with like 1,000 different throw pillows for the bed, and now every night you have to stand there for like 3 straight minutes? They're throwing all of these throw pillows onto the floor because otherwise you can't enter the bed, and you stand there throwing the throw pillows, and your girlfriend just stares at you as if she's done nothing wrong, but she's very clearly bought too many throw pillows, and later that night you get up to do pee-pee, and you forget about all the throw pillows, and it's dark, so you slip over one of the pillows and you hurt your hip because you've fallen onto the only part of the floor that's not covered in throw pillows! I call this one Stupid Eyeless Dogs. And now we dip out. Now I should probably correct something that I said earlier when I realized that my steps are no longer making sound in my headphones. This is not actually true. You are still making the step sounds in the game, but when you use this method too much, it seems to just completely ignore the actual sound output to your headphones. So you are still actually making the sound, you just can't hear it. So do be wary of that. It might end up killing you at some point if you get too complacent and think that you've just kind of beaten the game entirely. Wow, that's a lot of dogs. Holy hell. Let's close the door and say hi to the sunset without loot. Bye-bye, doggos! Everybody say goodbye to the eyeless doggos. They're gonna chase me into this kind of quicksand zone. Manifest destiny. Well, I suppose I should also read the Bestiary for this monster right here, since I'm making a tutorial on it, and maybe there's something I missed. Scientific name, Leocacus, a large mammal of the class Saeptivus. They are also social, hunting in very large packs. They have also been called breathing lions for their recognizable sound and large mouths. They are endurance hunters and attempt to make up for their lack of sight with their sense of hearing. It's a popular myth that they often mistake the sounds of their own kind for prey, entering fights within their own packs. I don't think that's a myth. Their behavior is unique from other pack animals and their tendency to spread out far to cover distance. When an eyeless dog has found prey, it roars to alert others in their vicinity who will also sound the alarm, sometimes resulting in a kind of chain reaction. Eyeless dogs can be dangerous in swarms, however they are characteristically clumsy, taking guesses at their prey's exact location, which are often incorrect. So I suppose the Bestiary only really gives us the information that eyeless dogs alert each other, which pulls all of the eyeless dogs into one location, which we already figured out by screaming at them. Right, there you go. Now you know everything you need to know about eyeless dogs. If you've got any favorite techniques for baiting the eyeless dogs, because they are actually really fun to harass, go leave them down in the comments below. I know everybody has a lot of techniques floating around on the internet these days, such as taking a boombox and putting it somewhere where there's no chance you'll ever go. I saw a TikTok once of somebody who had a whoopee cushion, which I haven't seen in the game yet, and they managed to get the eyeless dog to walk on it, which attracted the eyeless dog to the whoopee cushion, which made the eyeless dog stand on the whoopee cushion. It was just a feedback loop that never ended. Now, if you are going to use this trick, don't tell your friends what you're doing. I'm dead serious. You'll get so much fun out of watching people try and run around the eyeless dogs because they just watch you do it. Just make up some lie about them being temporarily deaf or something, I don't know. At the end of the day, how you troll your friends in Lethal Company is completely up to you, and no tutorial can help you do that. Or can it? Maybe that's my next tutorial. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Right up here, you're going to find the playlist that I've made for Lethal Company tutorials, and right up here, you're probably going to find my playlist for my Lethal Company playthrough. Just over there, that's my subscribe button. If you do that, Snoot, you go a long way to helping a small YouTube creator. And I will make another video. Don't you worry. Check back here. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!